Hello and welcome back again. I have with me Rocket Baby Dolls.
Hello.
So we captured the Queen! And here
That
is the factory that we are about to assault now.
Queen and factory seems a bit out of order.
Yeah. Well, these two missions are pretty much the end game for the aliens. After these two, there's just no way they can recover. Losing the Queen and losing the ability to build UFOs is pretty much game over for them. After that, it should just be a matter of cleaning up.
You kind of think royalty would be like the more end game kind of thing.
Yeah, you would expect that to be an end boss, but that would also mean no research would actually... I already said that there will be some research that we are doing from the Queen spawn, but we will see that later, I think.
Yeah, I was very pleased to see that you actually captured her.
Yep, it was... It is not actually a thing I typically do in the games, mostly out of accidents, like because of the overpoweredness of toxic guns. I typically end up killing her accidentally, just by all the toxic lips flying through the air. But since I use subpar weapons, it was pretty easy to not accidentally do it.
Yeah, she's a pretty stationary target.
Yeah. Here's some spitters, but that's an incoming murder missile, so I have no time to deal with spitters.
Ouch.
Yeah. It was also a bad idea to send in the weakest armored person first.
At least they're close to an exit.
Yep, that's very handy here. Also, the flying armor is more valuable than a person, so I'm just gonna drop it.
It's going to hurt to lose a missile weapon now.
Yeah, she's dead regardless, so it doesn't really matter if she's hit by anything. So, anyway, I'm dropping the armor mainly because there might be a situation which requires even more flying armor. Whereas staying, I remember what mission was it? There was a mission where I couldn't drop explosives close enough without killing myself or getting the objectives, so I'm just doing that. Well, sadly we can't capture these spitters, it's too early in the mission.
I see your men are still in the tradition of shooting at your own people.
Oh yes. Need to find whoever's shooting the murder missiles. Phew.
It's still strange to see early monsters this late in the game.
Yeah. But I guess they want them. But you may notice that multi-worms and hyperworms are pretty much non-existent nowadays.
Yeah, apart from that one specialized map.
Yeah, other than that, they're pretty much never seen. And
They're one of the monsters I used to fear when I first started playing this.
well, they do have a unholy amount of health for basically just a worm.
And they give birth to death.
Yes, exactly. Especially if you're not prepared for it, or if they had snuck up to one of your snipers. Of course, they do die pretty good to explosive weaponry. Usually taking care of the hyperworms at the same time. You see a lot of skeletoids flying around. You can also see that they are not actually holding any weaponry.
Which is a good thing.
Good for us. I have also noticed that some of our troops are not arriving on the battlefield for some reason.
Really?
Yes, there is a person, Rad Brad, that is on the transport but somehow never actually joins the fighting.
So it's still a pretty buggy game then.
Yeah, I mostly when it comes to later in the game it seems like. There's also the issues of what's it called? Losing stores of equipment every now and then, which I have been trying to address here and there.
Has that happened to you?
Yes, I have lost all my stores of Valerium twice. All my ammunition for certain weapons have completely disappeared once. And in general that makes things very annoying, but it's been fixed when it happened.
Is there any sort of unofficial patches available?
Not so much patches, well, maybe there are some, but there is a save game editor that I use that was pretty handy for this purpose of changing it back to what it was.
Which you haven't abused?
Nope. It would have been obvious if I had.
I trust you.
If anyone's wondering about the suspicious amounts of money I've been getting, it's actually just because I've been building biotransports in all of my bases and selling them, so that's not a cheat that I've been doing.
The 1,000 a week.
Yeah.
This doesn't look like a place you build UFOs.
Well, that is the thing that's building it. They are mushrooms, you see.
I noticed that after I started talking.
Yes. So they literally grow up to be a huge battleship, or whatever it's supposed to be once it's finished.
Very magic mushrooms.
Yes. I find it quite funny about the whole biological technology in general. I really wish there were more games or settings in which biotechnology is an actual thing.
The setting is pretty unique.
Yeah, I really like the whole game in general, the atmosphere and the all.
I mean, the third game in the series by Micropose, I mean, it's extremely different to the other two.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Underwater was a setting, but it was pretty much a remake of the first.
Yep, it pretty much literally was.
With terrible weapons.
Mm. Yep. Let's head in over. So we have to destroy all of the bigger mushroomy things, and we have not seen many yet, so we really have to gain control of the map first before we can actually go and destroy them. They're likely spaced out a little bit everywhere.
We've found one so far.
Yep. I can see the shadows of a few here and there, but a really good strategy is to just destroy these reinforcement platforms, kill all the aliens, and then go about destroying the objectives whenever you feel like it.
There's lots of tiny ones about.
Yep. Good thing we have explosives for all of them. Bad thing is, I've noticed our stock of explosives have decreased massively.
It doesn't help that the spawn points are far apart now.
Yeah. That's an alien with a cloak. That means it's probably got some dangerous weaponry. Yep. Entropy gun. Better drop that. Drop all that. Maybe blow yourself up, I don't know. Sees another alien. Try to toss the thing there. Or not. Guess you can just blow yourself up then. Crawling skeletoid.
You don't see many skeletoids in that position.
Nope. Typically they are flying around. It's a Cymorph. Maybe I should try to control it, but yeah. Ah, there's the guy with the murder missile weapon. It's a good thing to learn how the various weapons look, so you know who to focus on. Drop another explosive here.
I noticed in the last episode that one of the aliens picked up one of your swords.
Yes, that was a really funny moment. But it did not know how to sword, so it just stood there and did not understand.
It looked pretty.
Yeah. But that's a really fun thing. I should try starting a mission and just providing all the aliens with dumping a load of weapons on the ground and see what they do with it. Bunch
It's a
of
shame they just can't hold grenades and just pull the pin.
yeah.
At least they know how to go to the execution pose.
Yep. Very kind of them. Let's make sure we are not dying to anything here. Here. Drop another explosive.
I thought that Skeletor was dead.
No, it was just, what was it, crawling? Yep. Ow!
Oh dear.
Okay, yeah. If we control it, it can shoot us, so... I probably should have done that first. Yeah, but it works. And now I can move out of the way. Here come the explosions. Everything good so far. Oh, that's a mega explosive that went by. But I don't see what shot it. Gotta make sure we have other people in position. Let's give a shot at controlling this Cymorph. Nah.
9%.
Yeah. A fun thing is that the Alien Queen can sometimes be controlled psionically.
I remember you saying that in the last episode.
I wish that could have been happened. That's why I brought so very many psionics that episode. Because if it was possible, it would have just been a matter of keeping line of sight and continuing to try until it was controlled, and then it would automatically be captured.
Really? That's good.
Yeah.
But you said it was pretty buggy.
Yeah, so that is also a risk that I'm not sure I would have taken even then, but I don't know really. I probably would have.
Well, it worked out in the end.
Yeah, so everything is good anyway.
It was a shame to lose Copso
What was it? Cops? Nogaphus, yes.
That's it.
The very best of agents. But we do have a few more. Fang and Kane, I believe, are extremely good and accurate. And then there's just a bunch of sort of good, but not enough to bother saving people. Of course, we're not just gonna let people die unless there's a purpose to it, at least. But if there is a purpose, then it doesn't matter.
It happens.
Yeah.
They knew what they were signing up for.
And this close to winning the game, we can really afford to take some damage. Drop this, maybe blow yourself up. Set the grenade and drop it and may explode yourself. Survived.
Did it destroy his weaponry?
Yeah, it did. At this point I have so much money making with the biotransport that it doesn't matter that I blow up the equipment. There's another shroom that's hidden down there. Have someone blow it up. I'm not sure what happens if I sword the mushroom. Maybe it falls down on the agent's head and it just kills him, so I'm not gonna try that. Here's Sniper Squad again. I think this is the last time we will see snipers.
Really?
Yeah, the next building I believe will be very much cramped, I think. And the very last episode will require some serious firepower. And right away at that.
You mentioned before about some pretty overpowered weaponry.
Yeah, that's what we are about to research. And since we are pretty much winning regardless, I have decided I will be using the last unlocked weapon that we will get from researching the queen spawn.
That's a good thing, really.
Yeah. Also, yeah, and no one gets to use that weapon very much, since it's only possible to get after you have captured the alien queen, which is like 90% into the game, or even more, 95% into the game.
Ooh, defenseless aliens.
Yes, some of them anyway. I see one with a gun there, which makes him a prime target to get controlled, and maybe shoot down his other buddies.
I think over the last couple of dozen episodes, with your success rate, I mean, having overpowered weapons won't really change too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And I'm still not breaking any of the rules, really. Still only human weaponry, and I only specified no toxic guns, and the thing we are researching is not a toxic gun.
It'll be very interesting to see.
Yes.
And you say you can only be attained by capturing the queen?
Yep, alive.
Ooh.
That's why you go to so much bother to do it, otherwise it would not be any point in it. But yeah, that means that you can only get it way into the game, and you will only have the opportunity to use it in like 2 or 3 missions, depending on how long it takes you to destroy the UFO building.
Definitely worth seeing then.
Yep. Now
What would have happened if you didn't destroy save the queen?
if I just kill the queen, then I would just research her corpse and get nothing.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, a lot of shrooms there. This is the area I was hoping that I would not need flying armor, but as it turns out there was an elevator, so I was never in any danger of making the mission unwinnable.
It's always best to be more careful though.
Yep. I think that was most of the aliens. Now I just have to deal with the mushrooms.
Nice stir fry.
Yep. Enjoy the map a bit. And this is why I've been losing so many explosives, because we are just using them very liberally.
Will you need them for further missions?
For the next one, yes. For the one after that, I'm not sure if that would be... I can just say that for last mission, going in and trying to destroy the objectives with close range explosives is gonna be extremely suicidal. Which means I might just do that.
Clear out some of the waste.
Yep. Let's see. I think I'm gonna make the last mission just send in a biotransport with nothing but passenger modules and see what happens. That should be like the very max limit of agents.
Well, you promised everyone a big bonus for when you completed all this, so
Yeah.
put down the numbers a little bit. It means you save a bit more.
More exploding.
I mean, for the Queen to be far ahead of the final mission, it would be very interesting to see what the actual final mission is.
Yep. You can actually interpret that yourself by just seeing what that building is, and then extrapolate from that what the effect would be of destroying it.
I have no idea right now, so it'll be very interesting to see.
Yeah. One thing I've always wanted to do in most games is to be the other side. I would really like to be the aliens during this whole thing. Like to be the infiltrating force, sign secret pacts, put a brain sucker on someone's head.
I've always been interested myself. The only really games that I can think of right now which are quite close is kind of like Dungeon Keeper.
Yes,
And,
that's exactly a game I really love.
what's the other one? Is it Overlord?
Yeah, that's fun too, but in that game you weren't really evil. You were killing evil people, so you weren't really all that evil yourself.
Well, you could be nice, but you could be nasty.
Yeah, but being nasty didn't feel nasty enough considering what you were supposed to be.
True.
But still, Dungeon Keeper is a game I really want to see either remastered or true
They've
sequel.
released a mobile version.
Yeah, I heard about that, and I have made my best to not ever read anything about it since then.
I saw it without reading anything, downloaded it, and just completely regretted it after 5 minutes.
Yeah. There were also browser-based games for it, I think, at one point.
Yes.
Uh,
I also remember a game called Evil Genius, which was very badly
yes.
bugged.
I remember that. I remember it being fun, but completely broken in almost every way.
Yes. That's my memories too. But yeah, it'd be very nice to be an invading force, taking over innocent people. Just for the pure difference of it and trying to save everyone all the time.
Yeah. Just you being rewarded for doing as many horrible things as possible. Or completing unknown objectives and see everything being done to try to stop you. Anyways, the building has been disabled, so now we can just find whoever alien is still running around.
There's still more?
Yeah, otherwise the game would auto-win for me.
It's a bit of a shame that because you've done your objective, it's still continuing on regardless.
Yeah, but you see, if there was an alien still around, it could go around killing our agents. So it's still technically not completely won until you've either evacuated or found and killed the last alien. I mean, if I was incredibly horribly unlucky, there could be like a mega spawn somewhere who just unloads upon my snipers and just kills 2 or 3 of them. But,
That would not be good.
Yeah, but it also isn't very likely. There he was.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I've questioned. Oh, one.
Yay, no one dead.
I've kind of questions about the mission order of destroying buildings. I would have thought just taking down a UFO construction base would have been one of the first priorities.
Yeah, but if you do that, you also eliminate the threat right away. Like, after that, there's just nothing that can kill you.
Yeah, but I suppose that would kill the. Oh, hello.
This is the researching screen that few ever see, or at least few new players to the game ever see.
I'd say very nice, but she looks very horrible.
Yep. Would also be fun if you were the aliens to control exactly what kind of life forms you want to produce. Like, I want only mega worms or just more skeletoids, more everything.
So you research her when she's alive and just kill her.
Pretty much. I think the researching while alive actually kills her.
Okay.
Here we go. Alien gas.
Alien gas.
It's gas that kills aliens.
Multitoxin?
Yes.
Are they kind of toxic gun-like?
Not exactly. It's a grenade. Or at least this one is. There also, it doesn't say it, but you also get ammunition for your mini launchers and heavy launchers, which
Does
is
not
absolutely amazing.
does not harm humans or landscape. That sounds very promising.
Exactly. So you can just shoot it everywhere and have a whole lot of fun.
I can't wait to see that.
Yes. I'm gonna equip and basically mass produce ammunition, grenades, and such until the next mission. So we will see it in the next alien building, actually.
So was it two left or three?
Two left now.
Two left.
Yep, so that's why you see you don't get to see very much of the alien gas weaponry, if you ever see it at all, since you need to capture the queen alive. Here's the megapod chamber.
Ah, yes, I see now.
Mm,
This one makes more sense. I
yeah,
suppose if you kill off the UFO construction, it would half the game time.
yeah. Here we go. Nothing left to research. I have also incidentally screwed myself out of several research projects by killing the UFO building, but I'll show that off later. For now, we are pretty much done. And next
Thank you for
time,
having me.
yep. See you guys later.
Take care.